But like also that must come with an extraordinary amount of stress. Like you said, you streaming and you having off days and you feel bad. So does that stress to always perform like so good? How do you cope with that?
It really just, it's again, like those days don't really happen too often. So I
Got him.
got them.
Best
So
in the world.
truly, once every like 2 or 3 weeks, I'll have just like a really bad day where I'll win only like a couple games. And, you know, it's great actually just having such a supportive community because I'll get like a dono or something and somebody's just like, hey, man, like, nice to know you're human. Like,
Right.
don't worry.
True.
That's fair. That is important.
And
I do think it's important.
And I'll do my best to also just be like, hey, guys, even I suck sometimes, like, because I'll have 10 games in a row where I just die right off the start, and I'm like, oh. But I'm a very good like at resetting as well. So like sometimes I'll have like a bad first hour or something like that, and like one time I joked around and I completely like restarted my stream essentially. I didn't turn it off, but I brought like the intro. I brought the intro screen back in. I left. I came downstairs, played the song, and I was just like, hey guys, what's up? First game of the day. Here we go. And I ended up winning that game with like 20 kills or something like that.
Did you make a conscious effort to get really good at the game? Or was it just, I mean, you're a professional gamer. You've been gaming for what, like 10 years?
Oh, my entire life. But professionally. Like 7, 8. Yeah.
Okay. When Fortnite came out, what was it? Did you have kind of a feeling of like, this is going to be a big game? And what was your process of being like, I'm going to be really good at this game? Or are you just good at all games?
I'm good at all games. And that's just from being a gamer my entire life.
Yeah.
It's literally what I do. So. And I played a lot when I was growing up, a lot of RPG games, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Legend of the Gaia, Legend of Dragoon, Final Fantasy, and then Halo 1, GoldenEye, dude, Super Smash Bros. I literally played every game imaginable.
Right.
Dude, Road Rash, it was this amazing game.
I heard Dan squeal back there.
Dude, it was amazing. You were on a motorcycle and like and you could like buy and upgrade your motorcycles and like you could like you could like whip like with chains like the other guys next to you. It was actually super fun. But no, yeah, playing all of those games just kind of made me.
You were prepared from all angles.
Yes, sir, dude. And also, what people don't, Fortnite, man, it didn't blow up right away by any means whatsoever.
No.
I kept my eye on it. I always check out my chat, right? And when they're asking me to play a game or play with someone, in the back of my head, I'm always like, okay, like this needs to, like, I need to do some research on this. I need to watch it or watch this guy's content and see if like it'd be someone to collab with and stuff. And the game was not being received well by a lot of top broadcasters. I was watching them; they were complaining about it. Oh, it's too cartoony. Oh, it's not fun. It's not no skill. It's not. And then, when I'm watching it myself, I'm like, this looks really entertaining. It looks really fun. So I waited for there was like an AR update where they like increased the accuracy or whatever, and I was like, okay, this is my. I kept telling my chat like, I will play it just soon. I will play it soon. I will play it soon. And then finally, I switched from PUBG. Love the game. Was not very good at it. In terms of the shooting is not the difficult part. It's building. And that meta kind of grew over time. And I figured that out, how important it was to obviously block shots from people shooting you. And then once I figured that out.
I think that's what I'm missing. I'm so bad at the game.
Yeah.
The whole fort aspect, it's just, it fucks me up. You like the Peanuts Gallery?
Oh, no, I literally love that, man. It's building is literally the most important thing.
The way that you just like, well, good players, they'll like build a whole fucking tower, like jumping and building on it. I can't get it. That's the part that really takes a minute to get down.
So yeah, you'll find that there aren't that many talented players like in every game. So if you just build simple little structures, you can win.
That's enough.
Yeah, it is. But again, if you're going to run into a me or another top player that is like trying to actually compete in the game, you're done.
Slam dunk on you.
Yeah, you're going to get boxed in and trapped. Like if you're not, it's very easy to tell if somebody's not good.
I think Fortnite's such an interesting game because, well, if you compare it to PUBG, which is just a pretty simple shooter with a really cool.
It's actually super basic.
It's super basic. It's got a really cool concept and a cool map.
Yes,
that concept is basic.
Yes,
and Fortnite took it then a next step further by introducing another 100%. Element of strategy.
Yeah, it went like Super Saiyan, like God, like Ultra Instinct.
They turned it into like a game of chess.
Yes, it really was. So like a lot of people are like, oh, build like PUBG requires so much more skill because there's no building, and it's like
wrong. Opposite.
Exact opposite. Yeah. It's like PUBG. If someone sees you from a mile away with a ×15 scope, it can hide in a building and kill you and have and be completely. It's not difficult to shoot a gun and hit somebody. Like gun skill is never the main reason that someone's talented at a game. It is literally their decision making, like next level stuff. What are they thinking 10 steps ahead? In PUBG, you can, and not saying the game does obviously require talent, but yeah, less of it in my opinion. There's
less of a skill gap.
Yes, correct.
Where you can get this good or as good like with
you if you're trying every game. If I try every game, and I don't, a lot of games for me. throwing, impulse bombing, nading myself 50 feet in the air and trying to like swag on someone with a no scope. Like if I did not do that, I only went mega try hard, I'd win like 90% of my games.
Really? You think so?
1 million%. I landed 1 million%. I landed tilted towers, dude. Like I would never land there. I would land in very outskirt like sides. Like I die mainly because I either mess around too much, I underestimate
But you're
my opponent.
entertaining. You're not playing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I find that balance.
Yeah.
And some days, the worst days are when I try to goof off too soon. I don't get wins. And then now I'm trying, but now I'm kind of in my own head. And then I'm not getting wins. And then I'm just like, oh, no.
Yeah.